Hey everybody, important topic for today is basically when to weigh yourself. If you're following a diet, you're trying to track your progress, and one of the things you're using for that progress is basically your weight, there is an optimal time to weigh yourself. I see it very often. People like weigh themselves when they get to the gym, they'll weigh themselves through their workouts. The best time to weigh yourself is actually going to be first thing in the morning. This is how I have all my clients do it. And so basically, first thing in the morning, after you've emptied your bowels and bladder, before you've showered, and preferably in the same type of clothing you wear every single time. Like you don't want to be weighing yourself the one day in just your boxers, and then the next time, like, fully dressed with jeans or anything like that. All those little variables will throw things off. The reason we want to do it first thing in the morning is because that's when your system is at the emptiest. As you go through the day, you drink water, the water sits in the bladder, you don't empty that quickly. You're eating food. Food does have weight to it, and it'll just sit there in your body. Clothes, when you weigh yourself in those, that's going to add more weight to it. So people, I find clients sometimes come to me, they're like, hey, I weigh so much before I go into bed, I don't get it. I'm like, that's because there's just food and water in your system. And the reason you want to weigh yourself before you shower is actually, as you go to the washroom first thing in the morning, your body lets out everything, but you actually start to pull in water and rehydrate when you shower. So that's the main reason why you want to follow those steps very particularly. Some people will say there's aspects of like watching their weight through the day. I know one bodybuilder that believed that if he had a good holding pattern and his weight close to bedtime before morning was close, he said he was more close to contest shape. But that's a very different particular aspect. The other thing I want to talk about is I don't ever recommend weighing yourself every single day. Those numbers can get really kind of stuck in your head for a lot of people because the body does fluctuate. As much as we want the body to work very systematic, the body is a biological machine. It doesn't always work the same way we want it to. Sometimes it'll fluctuate up and down, and it's not always the best thing. So I like to recommend weighing yourself at a certain day of the week every single time, and try not to vary from that. Once in a while, if you have to, let's say you always weigh in on a Saturday, but you're going out of town, so you want to weigh yourself on a Friday just to see where you are. That's an okay circumstance once in a while, but try not to have it jump around too much. Also, if you are weighing yourself, I do recommend for most people that are trying to track their progress, take pictures. People hate taking pictures. When I ask clients for their first set of pictures, they hate saying it to me. They're always really embarrassed by it, but it's a starting point. The idea of those first set of pictures is this is where you're starting now, but you're going to get somewhere else later on. But you're going to want those pictures. If you really are set on making changes and following your goals, those first set of pictures are worth their weight in gold. I still have my first set of pictures. I thought I lost mine for years because they were on a friend's camera, but I found them years later, and I love the fact that I'm able to have those pictures. I have them all digitally downloaded now in like numerous safe spots to make sure I never have a risk of losing them again. But they're very valuable to me because they show where I started from. And that's a very important thing. So that's the main aspect of the topic. When you weigh yourself, first thing in the morning, after you go to the washroom, before you eat, before you shower, wearing the same thing every single time. All right, keep that in mind. Any questions or concerns, let me know. And remember, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Take care.